Live at 5.
And the big story at 5 was the head of Marquette involved in one of the cover-ups of one of the worst priest sex abuse cases in the U.S. That's the claim made in court by the Survivors Network of those abused by priests.
The group claims that before joining Marquette, Father Robert Wild kept quiet about reports that Father Donald McGuire was abusing children. Lauren Lemanchik is with our big story tonight, live at 5.
Well, Father Donald McGuire is one of the nation's most notorious priests. He's currently in prison for molesting boys. When he was in Chicago, Father Wild from Marquette was his boss. And now newly released documents call into question just how much Father Wild knew about the abuse. Father Donald McGuire, one-time spiritual advisor to Mother Teresa, now convicted sex offender. Between 1985 and 1991, he was supervised by Father Robert Wild in Chicago.
Father Wild, during his entire time as provincial until 1991, left Father McGuire in ministry, where he then continued to sexually assault and abuse children under Father Wild's watch.
The Survivors Network of those abused by priests points to newly released court documents that show Jesuits were aware of complaints against McGuire back when Father Wild was his supervisor. In 1991, a Catholic brother told Father Wild that he believed McGuire was having sexual contact with a boy. Lawyers asked Brother Ricardo Palacio if Wild specifically told him there were other complaints. Yes, Palacio said. When asked if Wild had familiarity with those complaints, Palacio also says yes. But in his own deposition, Wild denied knowing anything about prior abuse. He characterized the complaint against McGuire as ambiguous, yes, but serious. I mean, in the sense that we didn't have fire, but we had smoke. Wild asked McGuire not to have overnight trips with children. But Snap wants to know why Wild and other Jesuits didn't contact authorities or remove McGuire from ministry.
There are countless numbers of families and children who could have been spared this terrible heartache had they done the right thing.
Now, coincidentally, Marquette University is hosting an international forum on clergy abuse next week. Wild wouldn't comment on this matter today, but the Jesuit province of Chicago did just send out a statement. They say they have acknowledged that they did not do enough to prevent abuse in the past, and they are sorry, but they have made changes. Reporting live on Marquette's campus, Lauren Lemanchik, today's TMJ.